We are with Representative Strom Peterson from the 21st District. I can see that you are in Olympia.
Yes, I am down here, but just for a really short period of time. I have my mask, wear it every time I walk in the halls. I just came down yesterday to pick up a few things from the office, and then I'll be heading back north here shortly. And looks like the rest of the session probably will be virtual, which I think is super important when it comes to public health. We've just seen too many people in all of our communities catch Omicron. So it's up to us to get vaccinated, get boosted, wear your masks, and isolate as much as we can. We're getting closer and closer to getting through this. And while I miss seeing my colleagues every day, being virtual does have its bonuses, especially when it comes to testifying. As chair of the Housing and Human Services and Veterans Committee, we've taken testimony from all over the state. You think of the big snowstorms that hit, or just traveling down from Bellingham through floodwaters. This gives people the opportunity to testify on issues that are important to them, and we get to hear people from all over the state. So there are some silver linings. That's certainly one of them.
The economy is very important to everybody, but you are actually doing something about it. You have a bill, 1904, that is about economic well-being. What does it do?
Thank you. Yes, this pandemic has been tough on everybody. It's been tough on landlords and it's been tough on tenants. What House Bill 1904 does is just ask that if a landlord is going to raise somebody's rent by a significant amount, that tenant gets a notice that that's going to come. Right now in the bill, it's a 6-month notice. So say the landlord's got to increase your rent $100. It gives you 6 months to make adjustments. Maybe you can pick up a few extra hours at work. Maybe you need to get a second job. Maybe you're going to defer some other payments. Or maybe you have to find a new place to live because you just can't afford to live there anymore. I think it's a reasonable solution to help tenants and also make sure that landlords are able to raise the rents if they need to, but don't put people out onto the streets.
And the second question that I have for you is around House Bill 2048, which has to do with TANF. And first, let's start by what is TANF?
TANF is technically the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. And that's actually really what it does. It helps those families that are the most vulnerable with just a few $100s a month to make sure that they can do things like, afford diapers and the basic necessities, make sure that they can pay their rent. Unfortunately, the way the system works now, that no matter how bad the economy is or how hard somebody's trying, or even if somebody has an illness, that they get kicked off of this temporary assistance after just 60 months. And that's 60 months over their entire lifetime. So even if they're following all of the rules, they're getting job training, they're trying to go to school, they're applying for jobs, all of those things that we've asked these families to do, even if they're following all of the rules, they can still get kicked off of this really very meager monthly check that they get. This bill will just ask that those families don't get kicked off of this very needed monthly assistance.